All right, when y'all ready.
There's Gene Chizik, obviously, year two, kind of being in this game. I guess kind of what's the comfortability level with everybody? It seems like a lot of people are saying they kind of have a better understanding of what's going on. Like, what's it been like in this system so far?
Basically, it's just we got a lot of athletes that's pretty good. So we're just trying to get us off the ball and get to the quarterback.
A lot of talk about physicality, especially in the spring. Coach Chizik used the word violent a lot when he was talking about the defense as a whole. What have you guys done on the defensive end to kind of be more violent? What are some of the things you've worked on, and how does that manifest itself to getting to the quarterback, getting around tackles?
So basically on defense, you just got to be intentional with everything you do. Use your hands, just create different levels on the defensive line. So if you work past the scrimmage line, you create heaven, pretty much.
And as far as the violence goes, where does that come into play for you? Some people just think it's hitting the person you're going to tackle, but where does that come into play as soon as the ball's snapped?
With the hands, pretty much. You just got to shoot your hands off the ball as fast as you can. So, yeah.
Des, can you tell us about coming back from an injury, coming back from surgery? You did not play at all in the spring, is that right?
That's right.
Like, just tell us about your journey back and what you've had to go through to get back to this point.
Well, actually, it was kind of tough because I'd never been injured in my entire life playing football. So just going through that, I had to sit out for like about 6 to 8 months, closer to a year. So I was just really to myself pretty much. Like, I really wasn't hanging out with the teammate that much because I was going to rehab every day. So I just had to sit back, understand what I want to do in my life, and attack that field goal. So yeah.
Des, what's going through your mind in those moments where you want to get back on the field, but your body's not allowing you to do that, and you have to kind of temper it?
I just got to be an old head about it, I just got to sit back and point out the pieces that need to be fixed, pretty much. So yeah, that was my role for that. Like, sit on the sideline, see what need to be helped, and fix it when I come back.
Were you just to follow up on that, when you're talking about sitting back and thinking about it, were you at any sort of a crossroads trying to figure out what you wanted your next step to be? Is that what you mean by that?
Not really, because I already know what I want at the end of the day, and that's going to the NFL. So working towards that was the main goal, and get my teammates on the same page.
I'm going to stay on that. When you said thinking about life, aside from NFL, what were some of the other things that was kind of ever present in your thinking that you had to kind of come to grips with or work through?
I can say my brand. I'm starting my clothing brand, and just focus on that and football as well. So that was kind of like a hassle to it.
So you had a little more time for the clothing brand.
I did.
What did you do to sort of enhance things since you had that extra time?
Get a website, create some designs, stuff like that.
Was that fun?
It's fun. Yeah.
When did you start the brand? Tell us a little bit about it.
I started the brand like 2 years ago, but I fully started like taking it serious like a year ago.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And back to the football, just as you were on the sidelines, you said, sitting back, you're able to watch the game. What did that give you in terms of a new perspective? What were you seeing schematically as you had to sit out?
Pretty much, I saw like, if you want to play this game of football, you gotta wake up every day with attention that like you just can't take it for granted, and that's what I like recognize because I got injured. And you playing the game, you really don't be thinking that much, and people be waking up and be like, I don't want to do this today, and having a bad mindset about it. But being injured, hold my mind about it. And, like, you just gotta wake up and get it every day. Like, you just can't take it for granted.
Tell us, when was your first lift practice back, and just what do you remember about that moment finally being able to come back?
I think it was during like POP. I was able to run through walk through some plays, so it just felt good to get back out there.
Is there anybody in particular, kind of helping you through that? Not just from a training standpoint, but just, the mental aspect. Was there anyone kind of, helping guide you through that process?
Yeah, my mom, my dad, my sisters, and brothers and stuff. It was all in my back. And that's all I'm talking about. You got it. Next year's your year. You just keep pushing through. Do what you do.
Des, what do you want your brand to be?
Well, it's right
now.
What
do you want the narrative or the theme of your brand to be?
Just inspire people. It's called Unknown. So, like, one of the posts is like, if you want something that you never had, you gotta do something you never done. So, and that's unknown because a lot of people don't do what they really said they were gonna do. You feel me? So
how do you impart that if you're going through T-shirts or doing whatever it is that you're doing? How do you put that onto a shirt to sort of inspire people?
Oh, can you say that again?
You said you're doing shirts, right? How do you put that on a shirt? What do you do with your shirts to inspire people with the message that you're trying to get across? Give us an example of something.
Say I just sit in my room, just be thinking about things, talk to my dad, and just get some quotes from him because he told me one time like he got like 2 jobs. He got a restaurant and he got a car dealership. And he told me like, oh, like dang, Dad, like it's kind of hard doing my clothing business and going to school at the same time. And he was like, if you want something that if you really want it, you're gonna do both. And like little quotes like that, I'll be like putting on a shirt because like it means something to me.
So is he going to get a cut? Does he get a cut of this too?
Of course, my dad.
There you go. Hey, you never know. Some
Coming
people
up
don't want to.
discounts for us.
Discounts?
We're not there.
No, not really. I'm not giving up discounts.
Going back
No
to
promo codes.
Yeah.
just the mentality you talked about. If you want to, oh my gosh, I can't quote it back. But if you want to, get better, you have to basically push yourself outside your comfort zone, do stuff that maybe you haven't done before. How have you applied that in the off-season yourself?
I can say being intentional with everything I do. Because like my first 3 years here, I was just going through the motions, I can say. So like right now, just open my eyes up and like taking everything serious, not for granted.
Would you say that that's something that was influenced by you being sidelined for your injury, or what made you like flip that switch this year?
Yeah, I can say that opened my eyes up a little more.
Yeah.
How hard was it to watch, Des? Not to play and to watch.
Because it wasn't that really hard though, because I say everything happened for a reason. And for me being on the sideline, it gave me an opportunity to see what really need to be fixed on, need to be worked. So yeah.
What kind of things did you pick up from seeing it from that different angle?
For one, you can't decide that you want to go hard this day and the next day you take that day off. Like that's number one. That's number one.
Ted Marquino came in because he's a pass rush specialist. How has him being in the program as an analyst kind of helped you with your craft rushing the passer?
It helped out a lot. I mean, Ted, he been in places, and with his knowledge and his background, he knows how he's supposed to do it, and he helped me out a lot.
When you think about some of the guys he's coached, when you found out about that when he got here, how was that exciting? What did you think about knowing a guy who's coached some of those dudes is going to be here helping you guys out?
Point blank period, he know what he's talking about.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Was last week's first practice of camp, was that a big moment for you in this process of coming back? Did you did that resonate a little more?
It was, because I had to prove a point though, that I'm back though, so yeah.
Do you think you're proving it?
I have so far. I'm not done yet, but yeah.
Is it a chip? Is it a chip?
You say that?
What are your goals for this season, both with the team and also personally?
I'll go for the team in this season. Well, first it'll be finish school strong. Secondly, it'll be make sure everybody's healthy. Everybody know what they're doing at the end of the day. So if everybody know what they're doing, that's going to lead us to win games.
Yes, I wanted to ask you about Travis Shaw also on that line. We talked to Matt last week. He was talking about how he slimmed down, things like that. Just how has he looked out there so far, and what kind of similar things you are expecting?
He looked pretty good. When he came in here, he was on 360. He about like 330. So his work ethic is there, and on the field, everything is good. He's physical, he get up the ball, and he hustled. That's all you need to do.
Yeah, you talked about his work ethic, things like that. But just like observing him, is there anything different from last year to this year? Like, is anything different about his approach and just the way he's handling himself, anything like that?
Yeah, it's most definitely. In the field room, he take notes, like detail by detail. So I can say that's something that he changed.
When were you fully cleared, Des, to like just really get after it with no restrictions? Do you remember the date?
I really don't remember the date, but I can say about a month ago.
Okay, so maybe like mid-June, July, maybe, or
July for sure. Hello, May. I remember it was May 10th. Yeah, May 10th. Yeah.
So who told you? Like, someone said, all right, you're good to go. You can get after it.
One of my friends, yeah.
Okay.
All right, guys.
Awesome.
That's
Thanks so
it.
much.
Thanks,
Thanks,
Des.
Des.